What's going on, everybody? Redbeard here, back at it again, and today we finally get the roadmap for 12 months of DLC. So, I'm just gonna go through the Steam post real quick, read through it if you haven't already. If not, you can just skip this part and go ahead. But, just looking at the image real quick. First, with patch 3.1, we get the Shadows of Change, which includes Tzeentch, Cathay, and Kislev, and two legendary heroes. So it looks like the standard of 3 lords and a hero, with a free legendary hero as the FLC, is going to be the new standard. They kind of said that when Chaos Dwarves came out. Nobody knew exactly if they meant every DLC, which, at least for these upcoming DLCs, this does look to be the case. So the first one is the Shadows of Change, which is Tzeentch, Cathay, and Kislev. The second one is Thrones of Decay with Nurgle, Empire, and Dwarves. And then the third image looks to be Slaanesh, and then the final one being Khorne. Now, what races might come along with those, I'm not sure. It says race and legacy race updates, so legacy race being Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 1 races. I hope they're saving Norska for its own Champions of Chaos style DLC. Because I think they need a DLC focused on them, like every other Warhammer 1 race has gotten at this point. And I also believe they are deserving of 4 legendary lords, not just 1 or 2 that this kind of DLC would give them. So otherwise, I just talked about greenskins. Maybe they'll be in it. I think vampire counts would probably be the next up after dwarves as needing a DLC as far as legacy races go. So that's going over the image, but let's just read through it. So, up next, Update 3.1. As has become the standard, our interim patches will follow each major release with bug fixes, gameplay, and balance changes, largely based on your feedback, and notable features that will continue to evolve and improve the game. Here are some of the highlights of Update 3.1. Chaos Dwarves arrive as an endgame scenario in Immortal Empires. Now that you can spread the Flame of Hashut, you also weather the late game Molten Tide. Regiments of Renown. 7 new units join the lineup of the base Warhammer 3 races. Can you guess which 7? New Legendary Hero. Discover the latest Legendary Hero to join the fray. Look forward to a special reveal later this month for an official introduction. So, real quick, pause on that. That means we're going to get another Legendary Hero with Update 3.1. So that's before the Shadows of Change DLC. So we not only have we got Gordas, Backstabber, Ulrika, but now we're going to get another Legendary Hero. So Legendary Heroes abound with Warhammer 3. We're getting tons of Legendary Heroes coming up, and I love it. I love it. It's going to be so good. Tell me in the comments who you think the 3.1 Legendary Hero is going to be, because at this moment, I really don't know. I have no idea. Multiple crash and performance fixes, bug fixes, gameplay tweaks, and more. Look for Update 3.1 in the final week of May, including more details and news as we get closer to the end of the month. And then I think we're getting a patch this week some point. If we haven't already, I don't know. I haven't checked the game today. Following the release of Update 3.1, so this is Update 4.0. This is for the Shadows of Change. Following the release of Update 3.1, the team is all in on the summer release. Update 4.0 will not only be accompanied by our 4th DLC, Shadows of Change, but will include a bunch of new additions to the game. Shadows of Change, our 4th official DLC, explores the ongoing story of 3 races, Tzeentch, Cathay, and Kislev, while introducing 3 new legendary lords, a new legendary hero, and a ton of new units and more. And then a free legendary hero on top of that. Another legendary hero joins the roster, a frontline fighter twisted by the Lord of Change. Okay. So this might not actually be a Tzeentch specific character. This might be a character that... So this might be like Ulrika, where this character could be for multiple races. but is kind of Zinchian based. Like maybe it's a Cathay character who has a Zinch twist. Or something. A frontline fighter twisted by the... I don't know. Tell me in the comments who you think that is. Immortal Empire's achievements. A popular quest. The time has come. Complete a swath of new achievements for all different races on the biggest battlefield ever. Race updates. The 3 races cast into the spotlight by the DLC will also be the benefactors of a base race update. So for all you Zinch, Cathay, and Kislev commanders, this could be a great place to start some conversations with your fellow players. Okay, so they're just going to get some tweaks. AI updates. Expect tweaks and fixes to the player bias and campaign AI as the world and threats therein continues to evolve. So we really need that. People are super complaining about AI right now. AI is in a real bad place. They're just so derpy in many cases. Settlement battle improvements. Another ongoing project. Expect the latest adjustments, bug fixes, and AI improvements to settlement battles. And as always, more fixes and features to come in Update 4.0. We dive into more details on these changes in the weeks leading up to 4.0, so stay tuned for more information, preview videos, and a first look at Shadows of Change later this summer. Later this summer. I expect, August maybe will be the release of 4.0. Update 5.0. The final release of the year ushers in another major update in the next DLC, Thrones of Decay, to expand the Warhammer 3 battlefield. Thrones of Decay. Nurgle, the Empire, and the Dwarves take the spotlight with their own legendary lords and new campaigns to expand the Total War Warhammer universe. This, in addition to a new legendary hero, new units, and other perks, we'll share about the latest DLC. So, 100% think that means Tamarkan, Elspeth, and for the dwarves, that's a little more up in the air. But, Grim Berluxen. Yeah. I think that is the number one legendary lord we're probably missing. I don't know in the Elspeth and Tamarkan story, are there any dwarves? I don't know, I'll have to look that up. But Grim Berluxen, we really need that dwarves update. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Let's finish reading this. Free legendary hero. Another legendary hero joins the toolbox. No hints on this one. You already have all the clues you need. Joins the toolbox. Okay, so that probably means Malachi Makaisen. Some people have gone back and forth whether he should be a lord or a hero. I definitely think he should be a hero. Grim Berluxen should be the lord. Because Malachi Makaisen is both a slayer and an engineer. He's a slayer engineer. So he doesn't really fit the lord, but he fits legendary hero super duper well. The Nemesis Crown, a new legendary artifact akin to the Sword of Cain, appears on the battlefield. We'll dive into what it offers before its addition 5.0. So another super artifact for the game. So in the west, you got the Sword of Cain. In the kind of central part of the map, the old world, you got the Nemesis Crown. And then, hopefully, in the far east, we will get a super item eventually, too. Although, what that will be, nothing is popping right into my mind at the moment. But maybe I'll do some research on that and try to find out. If anybody has any ideas on that, please, in the comments, tell me. Race updates. Nurgle, the Empire, and the Dwarves are under the microscope, which makes for a great opportunity to prioritize your ideas and complaints before the end of the year. Wonderful. So I'm gonna be doing a video on that. And of course, more. We're nowhere near close to the dig into the intricate details of what's on the way in 5.0, but the important thing is that it's on the way, and that gives you plenty of time to not only speculate on what 3 lords will be appearing this winter, but what changes you'd like to see, to the 3 races in the spotlight. Just quickly recording this before I go to work, so might be a little bit rushed and crazy. And then, anyways, Update 6.0, and finally, to round out the 12-month calendar, we can also confirm that Update 6.0 will drop in the spring of 2024. Another opportunity to expand 3 of the game's races, introduce new legendary lords, a new legendary hero, and game improvements galore with a major release. So, yeah, from that picture, it definitely looks like Slaanesh, which, I mean, following the pattern here means that, like summer 2024, we can expect a Khorne versus 2 other races, whatever they may be. You know, maybe it's Slaanesh first, vampires, and I don't know, who needs it? Okay, so I think I'll do my own like dedicated videos for each of these DLCs and kind of speculate on what I think it could come. But for Tzeentch, you know, the foot character is twisted, so maybe it's Dian Chang, if I'm saying that right, who is a Cathayan character who becomes twisted by Tzeentch, who is a master of the mystic martial arts. So maybe that's why he's a frontline fighter. You know, he fights with a scimitar, and maybe that's him. Or maybe I'm completely off base. I'll do a dedicated video on it. But other Tzeentch characters, let me see here, that it could be, since it's verse Cathay Kislev, my thoughts are maybe that it's either the Changeling or Egrim von Horstman. You know, if it was specifically versus Cathay, I would say the Changeling, and if it was specifically versus Kislev, I would probably say Egrim, even though he's kind of more of a versus Empire kind of character. I definitely think it's one of those. I think they're gonna save the lesser demons, so like the Blue Scribes or Uzul Skulltaker, those like the lesser demons. I think they're gonna save for a Champions of Chaos style DLC, but you know, we will see. Then for Cathay, you know, Yin Tuan was a captain of a war junk who was sent to the south to conquer the Southlands, but was blown off course by a typhoon and landed in Lustria. So like the jungles of the Green Mists in Lustria province we have now, I think would be an excellent location for a Cathayan character. So that's one big one in mind. I think they're gonna save Li Dao, the fire dragon, and Yin Yin, the sea dragon. I think they're gonna save those characters until they open up the Ind and Koresh and possibly Nippon areas of the map. I sincerely think Yin Yin would start in Nippon to be the sea character over there. Yeah, so, and then Kislev, I think the big character that we're kind of expecting still is Mother Ostankia, the Baba Yaga character. But maybe she's more of a legendary hero than a legendary lord. There's Stepan Razin, who's a horse archer, Ungol type character, but I think he would start more in the east. So maybe that would work really well, because it's like against Cathay too. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's the Thrones of Decay, which again, I'm very sure that it'll be Tamarkan versus Elspeth. And then I definitely feel like for one of those legendary heroes, whether it be the DLC one or the free one, I think it should be an Empire, because there are just so many missing Empire characters. So I would like at least one of those legendary heroes in that DLC to be an Empire character. And, you know, thinking along those lines, there's Theodore Bruckner, who would be the main legendary hero for Elspeth. But yeah, I am going to have to cut it there. I will do videos dedicated to each of these DLCs speculating, which also means that I'm going to have to postpone Norska again. and dwarves and Koresh and whatever you guys are waiting on for me to make. Sorry, but you know, now that this roadmap has come out, I think I will be making probably 4 videos, but maybe just 2 or 3. One for the Shadow of Change, one for the Thrones of Decay, and then maybe 1 or 2 for the next DLC after that. I mean, all there is to really go on right now is that it will probably be Slaanesh versus 2 others and Khorne versus 2 others, and we'll get 2 legendary heroes out of both of those. That's about all we can go on at this point. So, again, it seems I'm going to have to switch gears again. I'm going to make those videos and then, geez Louise, I'll get back to Norska. But yeah, I gotta edit this video and try to get it up before I have to leave in like a half hour. So, yeah, thank you guys for visiting. Really, please get in the comments and tell me what you think. Give me some extra ammo to go on to make these next couple videos. If you have any ideas or thoughts on anything. Okay. Hope you guys have a super duper wonderful day. Bye bye now.